Glenn, my guy, how's it going?
Great, man. Good to be here.
It's great to have you. I want to start off today with giving you your flowers. I think when it comes to people in the industry, but people just in general, and their work ethic and their hustle and their drive and their motivation and their consistency, you are the epitome of all of those things. Like I'm constantly seeing your work, and if I'm not seeing it from you posting online, I'm seeing it and hearing it from other people all the time. Honestly, it's a little like it gets to me a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's always extremely motivating to see you doing so well. So just wanted to give that to you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
I thank you for just being you. And I think it's important for me specifically, because when I sort of lose my drive and I lose my motivation, I'm just like, if GD is doing it, I have no reason not to.
Appreciate you, man. Best words of the day so far. It goes right back to you, because iron sharpens iron. So when I see you in Target on whatever clothing brand, I'm like, I got to keep going.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I haven't been in Target, so like it's always healthy competition.
Yeah.
Which we all need.
Yeah.
So same to you, man.
I appreciate it.
I enjoy watching you grow.
I appreciate it.
I love what you're doing here.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be here.
Let's go ahead and start off with you telling the people, who are you?
Who am I? I mean, most times I feel like I'm not from this planet.
Okay.
Because a lot of things don't affect me.
Okay.
You know, that's a real thing.
Okay.
Because like the simple things that some people just kind of get bothered with, it really doesn't bother me unless it's affecting my family.
Yeah.
And that's really, at the end of the day, the most important thing. But if you had to go the human route,
okay.
I am a multi-hyphenate. I'm a photographer. I'm an athlete. I'm a creator. I'm an actor. I'm a model. I'm all these things. Journalist. I'm a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one true definition. But like we were talking about earlier, all I can focus on is this moment and the time we have right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've always sort of been this multi-hyphenate, or do you think as your life has sort of as gone on and your career has changed and the trajectory of your life has changed, you've sort of taken on all these different facets of your abilities?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in the beginning, it was just basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything else.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the crowd playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I knew. And then throughout that, when you start to see, like, you might not be able to play forever.
Yeah.
You start to experiment and then try things out.
For sure. I think being on the basketball path, right, it's like at some point, unless you're like, again, the LeBron James of the world, the Steph Currys of the world, it's going to come to an end at some point, right? And I think that there haven't been enough systems in place for athletes to transition out into other successful careers, or like they're being able to pursue their passions the right way. Was modeling something that you always knew you were going to get into, or did you sort of fall into it? Were you recruited while you were playing basketball? How did this sort of happen?
That's the funniest thing ever, because I have a photo of me and my family in my place right now, and it's me doing this. I used to hate the camera. I was like, every time a camera was up,
Really?
I'm like, nope.
Really?
Nope. And then I remade that photo of them and put it on the wall.
Yeah.
And circle back 5 years after playing basketball.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I'm in front of the camera, behind the camera, and it's just, you know what I mean?
What changed?
It's wild. I don't know.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Okay.
You don't know. But how it came from a backseat of an Uber. I was in a shared ride.
Oh, okay.
And I exchanged my contact with Caroline, who was the art director for Levi's.
Got you.
And she was like, "You got a cool freckles." I'm like, "Cool, thank you." Oh. But we exchanged information, and a week later I was in New York, and she was like, "Come through, tried on some jeans," and that was that. Like,
really?
That was it.
Wow.
Ever since then, it's been full time.
This was after basketball
Basketball.
Okay.
This was about 2 years after basketball.
Oh, okay.
Where I was just floating around, just trying to find out what I wanted to do.
I was gonna say, what were you doing in that?
I was just floating around, honestly.
Okay.
Floating around. I stayed in Virginia for a little while. I told my parents, I was like, I'm gonna be here for a little while, just hanging out. I got a random lighting job,
Okay.
which in the back of my mind I was kind of doing photography, and that helped with understanding how, like right now, I see a triangle in the side of your light,
Yeah.
which makes a beautiful portrait.
Yeah.
That's all from just being visually
Absolutely.
and learning those skills.
Absolutely.
And then one random day I was in San Francisco, and that's how it happened.
Wow.
Yeah, in the backseat.
That's a great model story of how you got into the industry. Yeah.
Taxi cab confessions. We back.
Now, when you got into the industry, was there a pretty steep learning curve for you? Or do you think that you sort of picked it up pretty easily?
So that's the thing. You understand this too, and a lot of my people that I actually get along with understand this. Whatever sport you play, if it's at a higher level, you can transfer that to any lane. So taking that work ethic, you're getting up 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Working on your shots.
Yeah.
Conditioning, same thing.
Yeah.
Getting up, being in front of camera, practicing these things. I feel like it just translates from that athletic background.
I that's something that I was mentioning earlier. Is like seeing you posting consistently, and I know you're probably doing even so much more behind the scenes, right? We're only getting a snippet of what your life is actually like. But from what I've seen, and just knowing you're constantly, like you said, getting up shots, getting in those reps, whether the phone is ringing or not.
Exactly. Whether it's metaphorically getting up shots or actually getting up shots. I'm doing both.
For sure.
And that basketball mentality of going out and actually doing the thing makes it much easier because I forget what I was worried about. It's like that's my therapy.
What do you do in those moments when there are sort of lulls? When you're waiting for that phone to ring? You're still getting in reps, but how do you mentally sort of?
It comes from we back at basketball again. So I would get these contracts where it's about 2006, 2009, somewhere around in that area. And I would get contracts to go overseas to Europe. And then I would tell my people that I'm going to this country. Oh, I got this contract. And then nothing would happen because I never actually signed the paperwork. I never actually got a flight. So I didn't get too excited about it.
Okay.
So now it's just that work. I just continue to work and see it actually happen when I have the actual flight, when I have the actual details, like the next day. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to Belgium in 2 days. So it's just diving completely into that task right there. I actually wrote a Substack earlier, about 2 weeks ago. That's really about that thing. Like, you have to actually do the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just talk about it, not just do it for the likes. Actually enjoy the thing.
Absolutely.
And then eventually it will come back around full circle.
Absolutely.
And even more than you ever thought.
Yeah.
Really will.
I think as an athlete and as a creative and as an artist, I think you understand that life is so full of peaks and valleys, right? How do you deal with those valleys when they do come? Do you just dive in even harder into your work ethic? Or
not really. I do recognize it, and I'll be still in it. Like Kobe used to say, like, I know this is happening, and this is where I am. But also my faith. I mean, I'm Christian, and I grew up in the church. High school was a Christian church. So just trusting on that and believing that God's got my back no matter what.
Okay. Who would you say you're becoming?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I think I'm really like 87 years old. I feel like I've been here for a long time.
Okay, yeah.
Because seen some things, especially in Europe.
Absolutely.
Like, you see these cool things, you see these bad things, and you don't realize how good you actually have it here. Because a lot of countries are just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Third world, or they don't have the resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm becoming. That's a good question. It's a beautiful thing. Whatever it is, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you say in between who you are now and who you are becoming, you find peace?
Peace is this right here. Being with friends, talking about what's going on, and then we go hoop tomorrow and get some buckets. That's real peace. Yeah, that's real
you find
peace
on the court.
Exactly. Yeah. That camaraderie, it's hard to replace that. Like, I don't care what you've played.
Yeah.
And you understand like that. Like, I'm gonna lean on you for this.
Yeah.
you got my back, even if I don't do the right thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that helps so much.
Yeah. Speaking of where you're from Virginia. I love this connection that we have, and this is so Glenn and I, we met for the first time. We met going to a casting, I think, right?
It was a casting.
It was like downtown or something like that, and we just sort of bumped into each other and just like, hey, what's up, you know? And,
Right.
and then we just sort of stayed connected through social media, and then you know, it just sort of developed from there, and it's just like, as much as I want to get away from this guy, I can't, because every time I want to shoot, someone's just like, do you know Glenn? And I'm like, yes, I know Glenn.
Vice versa, man. Yeah.
Everybody knows Glenn. Golly day. But it almost seems like we were meant to cross paths, and we were meant to sort of, you know, form this bond and this connection, especially since you being from Virginia, me being from Maryland, and having that DMV connection.
Yep.
I feel like it's very rare that I come across people from the DMV that are out here doing what we do at the caliber with which we're doing.
At a higher level. Yeah, exactly. Like,
so
it's hard to get out of that, because a lot of people from that area are kind of stuck in their ways, and they don't want to, like, they see you doing it, but they don't understand how it's going. How.
So I was just going to ask you that, being from where you're from, you know, in the sticks in Virginia, what is that transition like for you? Because like you said, you used to take photos like this, you know. So now with you being in front of the camera, you know, on a regular basis, what did you sort of have to do to sort of get there and sort of break out of that mentality, that Southern Virginia mentality?
Yeah, my AAU coach, Tony Squires, he got me out of Goochland and sent me to a private basketball school. So in the 10th grade, I was away from home. So I had
how
to
tall
learn.
were you in the 10th grade?
I had to learn quick. I was, 5'11"? But that summer, 9th and 10th grade, I grew to like 6'4".
Oh my.
It was like over one summer that just jumped.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we got to get you out here, because back then, this is telling my age, back then it was VHS. So we had to actually physically mail the tape to the coach. It wasn't all the Instagram. I feel like I'm so old. All the Instagram. All the Instagrammies and stuff,
Like
you know?
VHS? What?
Right? Exactly. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But just being able to get away from home and grow up, like, that had a big part of it. That's that's probably the biggest part of it, being away from home.
What is it from home that you sort of keep with you on the daily basis?
Just the stillness, and my parents' relationship. You know what I mean? They can sit in the car and not say nothing, but still not, like, be fidgety. You know what I mean? They just still.
Yeah.
And it's just that pure love that I think lives through me too.
Got you. So you say you're pretty good at being still?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can sit right here. I might fall asleep, but I can sit right here
For sure.
and just enjoy the jet that just passed by, whatever it is, the breeze on my neck.
Yeah. What do you think it is about your parents and where you come from, and you now being able to sort of sit in stillness? Because there are so many people, especially out here, right, that are uncomfortable with still or quiet, or, you know, and they constantly have to be pop.
I mean, that's another reason why I love growing up in that area, in that era of there was no social media, so you didn't see what the people were doing over in Alaska, wherever. All you knew was your neighborhood. All you knew was your neighbor. All you knew was that neighbor's mom. They gonna whoop your butt if you don't come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the part that stays with me all the time. Like, I don't really care for what people are doing. I'm not gonna follow trends. I'm not gonna go 2016 flashbacks. Sorry, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm so sick of seeing these flashbacks. This is for the bloopers.
That's going in. That's going in. Fair enough.
I just stay in my own lane, and that's where I find it's just less of a headache. Because if you're trying to chase everything, what is that? That's gluttony. That's like eating a whole bunch of food. That's too much.
Absolutely.
Way too much.
Yeah. I feel like you display a good balance between being in the world but not of the world, right? So you understand that to an extent you have to play the game.
Oh, for sure. You
right?
gotta play the game. Yeah.
How do you think you've been able to sort of find that balance and not fall too deeply into the game?
It's like, what's the disease when you forget everything?
Alzheimer's?
is it Alzheimer's or
Dementia?
Dementia. It's like that. It's like I kind of have that because like I'll put it out and not even think about it. I don't care. 5 likes, whatever. Somebody gonna like it or not. Oh well, it's still going out there. So that's how. I don't know where I really got that from, but yeah, I don't know where I got that from, honestly.
If you could try to help someone else get to that point,
that's a hard thing. It's just different eras because I grew up without internet. I know what it's like to be without internet.
Yeah.
And now everybody, their first thought is, oh, my friend's gonna see this. Oh, they gonna see this over in California. They're not gonna like this. It's that country background, getting dirty in the sticks. That's what keeps me sane. Like right
Absolutely.
now, in this outfit, I can go build a fort.
For sure. For sure. Would you say that you're being from the sticks, you like to just like work with your hands and like...
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, my hands are too soft right now. Hey, real though.
He said...
Like I got some calluses right now because I do lift. I still like work out and all that, fundamental stuff.
For sure.
But like growing up and even when I was playing professional basketball, I would go back and help my grandpa cut grass. So I was out there shoveling mulch.
Love that.
And then people wonder why I'm so strong. And like, it's not weights, it's actual
work.
Yeah,
labor.
Actual work.
For sure.
Yeah. And my grandpa cut grass until he was about 90, 92. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. That was after his truck driving business. But
I was going to say, do you think that him sort of doing that physical labor kept him going for that long?
For sure. And he would be in a long sleeve, dark shirt, 90 degrees outside. I'm like, how do you do that? Yeah, he had a hat on.
I was going to say,
he had a hat on.
Yeah.
But yeah, just seeing that work ethic, I think that was like the anchor of the family too.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of trickled down from there.
For sure.
Yeah. And just seeing that every day, like if he out here cutting grass and blowing leaves, I can windmill at 45, 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. And going back to the question of who are you becoming, do you see yourself becoming more of who you've sort of always been, right? Just sort of that country boy, just like still and just...
Sure. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't, no matter where you take, you know what I mean? You can't take the country out of a person, I don't think.
It's hard sometimes because, you know, we come across so many people, especially in our line of work, right? In so many different walks of life, so many different, you know, personalities. And I mean, it's just part of the job and we have to interact with them sort of. So how do you, it's like, okay, an example. So me, I'm able to sort of compartmentalize and like the stillness that I prefer to keep and have, I'll sort of put it in a box for like a second.
Yeah.
Because I know when I'm on set and I'm around certain people, I have to be a bit more alive, you know. Otherwise, I'd rather just sort of sit back at the table, you know, wait for my number to be called and then come up and do my shots and then sit back at the table, read my book or something. Yeah. You're constantly having so many people probing into your bubble. Yeah. Right? Yeah. How do you sort of maintain your fortitude in all of that?
I don't know. Well, back to what you were saying about being on set, like I will talk to models sometimes. Most of the times I'm talking to the lighting guy, the gaffers, the producers, and I'm just learning the whole setup. I'm learning all those things. And that way, like, the next job comes up, they're like, oh, this dude's cool, you know? Yeah. It's that relationship that I want to build. Yeah. I don't want to talk about people, but I hear too many people complaining on set, you know? I hear too many people just complaining on set.
Absolutely.
They're not doing anything but still getting paid. Yeah. Like, why not be happy? Yeah. You know? If I am around negative stuff, I'll just...
Excuse yourself.
Yeah, I'm out. The Irish, what is it called? The Irish goodbye? Yeah, I'm out. Like, where Glen at? I don't know. He at the crib. You text me. I'm at the crib. Watching the game.
Yeah, the vibe shifted in the room. I had to get out of there. I had to excuse myself for sure. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I've got 2 more questions for you. Do you think that peace and happiness are the same thing?
Peace and happiness they could be the same thing.
Okay, let me ask you in a different way. What's the difference between peace and happiness for you?
Because if you're at peace, you got to be happy, right?
Sure.
I think they're the same thing. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think they're the same thing. You're talking about your own individual like peace, right?
Absolutely.
Not just like world peace, all that
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're the same thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Stick to my guns.
If if there were one thing that you could give to maybe a guy that's transitioning out, or a woman that's transitioning out of like a professional sport and trying to figure out what their next step is, or an aspiring model, or anybody that's just struggling with their internal peace, what is something that you would give them to sort of help them along?
Do the thing. Whatever the thing is that you're wanting to pursue, actually do it and find out if you actually love it. Because if you don't love it, like, there's no point in doing it. Life is too short, and we live 70, 80, 90 at most. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have too many years, so just do it first. And if you hate it, switch it up. It's never too late. What's his name? Gary Vee?
Yeah.
He started stuff at 40 years old, and everything KFC. 60 years. What, he was 60 years old when he started?
Yeah.
It's never too late. I say just do the thing. Fall in love with that process of actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then if it takes off, it's because people see your genuine effort and enjoyment of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So just do the thing, all right?
All right. You heard that? My guy. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Easy. Easy work.